It is another fabulous edition of the Friday Rewind. Thanks for joining us today. I am Brandon David. So beach season may be over unless you're in the Rockaways, because in that area, it's always hopping. It's definitely the place to be. And we are talking more about the Rockaways in this edition of the Friday Rewind. Let's bring on in Sal Carolla. He is a broker and owner of Remax Elite in the Rockaways and also Brooklyn and Staten Island. And let's welcome to the show Ariana David. She is a Remax Elite agent. And yes, she is in the Rockaways having that first-hand experience. It is great to see the both of you today on the Friday Rewind. Now, Sal, we have touched on before the Rockaways and the company's journey to arriving there. We don't have to go into all the details now, but for people that may not have seen that prior episode, just give us a little insight into why Remax Elite decided to go and set up shop in the Rockaways.
Well, Rockaways was something new for us. I mean, we always knew it was there, but we never really absorbed the culture, the atmosphere of the community. Melissa Carrington, our partner there, she started working with us in Remax Elite, and she kind of like led us to that area, just showed us around, explained to us what kind of neighborhood it is, and we saw an opportunity to break into that market. It is, it's part of the 5 boroughs for sure. It's New York City, but it really isn't. It's kind of reminds me of like an old town, middle town, American town. It's got that atmosphere. Everybody knows you. Everybody knows where you live. It's very, very patriotic area, middle class, hardworking, great people. So we fit right in there. We felt that the Remax brand would definitely thrive in that neighborhood.
Ariana, let's hear about your journey in real estate, how long you've lived in the Rockaways, and as I mentioned, your journey in the real estate and why you chose Remax Elite.
Well, I started in real estate about 20 years ago, and I think I've kind of been through a lot of the different areas. I've worked with management companies and I've worked with developers. And when I came to the decision to do real estate in Rockaway, I really thought at first that the boutique business was more along the lines of where I wanted to go. As Sal said, Rockaway is a very small area. It's very closely knit, and it's in a lot of ways a place that's modernized, and yet a place at times forgotten. It's a place where your kids still play in the street and you don't lock the doors, and it's fantastic. My decision in going over to Remax after having been in a boutique was really easier than I have ever anticipated a job choice to be, because that family or the cohesive feeling that you get within the Remax family, and of course having brokers like Melissa and having brokers like Sal and Joe and Rob, they help. And it makes the transition that much easier because you have all of this support behind you. My first week, I got calls from so many team members asking what they could do to help make the transition easier. And it really is pure. It's coming from a good place of wanting to help. Whereas I think in a boutique, more of a boutique business, there's definitely the point of having to have your back up a bit because your main focus is on just the business part and then the clients. Here, you have the clients first and you have all this backing of others to help you.
So Sal, we see the success that Ariana's had in just the short time that she's been with Remax Elite. What is your marketing strategy in order to get the word out to other agents that may be interested in jumping ship from a boutique to going to Remax Elite?
Well, I mean, that's the reason why we're there. We noticed that the real estate industry in Rockaway Beach was predominantly all boutique shops. So they had a certain standard, they had a certain custom way of doing business. And in our opinion, had a certain limitation on the growth of their agents and the business itself. I think the emphasis on Rockaway real estate companies were more for the brokers' growth rather than the realtors' growth. And in Remax, it's totally opposite. Our main objective is for the realtors to grow, to expand their business, to dominate the market. That trickles down. The profits trickle down to us by that. It shouldn't be the other way around. So when we decided to enter Rockaway Beach, we wanted that message to go out. We wanted to make sure, and as Ariana said, it is a small town. I mean, it's located in New York City, but it's a small town in every way possible. So there are customers a certain way of interpreting business and way of doing it, and they might look at corporate America as being very cold. So we needed to come out and show that Remax, yes, it is corporate, it is traded on the stock exchange, but by all means, it's not your typical corporate America. We are truly a family over here. We're all independently owned, by the way, and we work that way. So we're working as a large office, not a large corporation. And we have a certain atmosphere in our company that, we have realtors that support each other, want their business to grow, and will help each other to get that, to meet those goals. We have brokers that are eager to see every realtor just kill it, make a fantastic business for themselves. There is no favoritism. There's no inner circles. Everybody's on the same level playing field. There are no bad apples that come into Remax, and because we feel that's gonna listen. We have refused top players coming into our company for that reason, because we knew that it's almost like, in a sense, like a cancer. It kind of spreads and it ruins the whole atmosphere within the corporation, within the company, I should say. So we'll sacrifice that and just make sure that we have everybody out there on the same level playing field, on the same philosophy and work philosophy and goals, and we will always be there to protect them and to help them. So we just by doing that, just by showing that type of atmosphere and that attitude, I think it's going to just spread the word around. It might not be immediately, but it will trickle down to all the realtors in Rockaway. And you know what, Ariana's, her words are going to be heard by other realtors. That we're not that so-called cold corporation, that we're there to help. So that's our strategy, to win over one realtor at a time. And to say that you do not have to accept this. This is not business as usual where you are. Just because you've been in this boutique business for so many years and this is the way things are done, it's not the way it's done in the rest of the country. So you do not have to accept this. There are choices for you, especially now that Remax Elite is in Rockaway Beach. There are choices for you. Break out of the mold, get out of your comfort zone, start making money, and live the good life.
Ariana, I want you to speak directly to agents that are in boutique shops and are thinking of making the switch. How long have you been at Remax Elite? And since you joined, what kind of business growth have you seen because you made that switch?
Well, ironically, I made the switch during the hardest time, considering what's going on in the world. And I think that obviously added to my nervousness. But again, being with a company in which that you have the backing, you have the support, you can ask questions and get answers direct and open and honest. And the way in which I find that's helped me business-wise is people know the Remax name, they know the Remax reputation, and there is a degree of professionalism when you're coming to people and you see when you present a Remax folder. When I walk into a seller's home who's getting ready to sell their property and they need information, I have it there for them. That's helped me. The decision to do so at this time, it's almost like you have more people who have your back. You have that. And I think now especially, we kind of all need that. So that was really part of my decision. Another thing was I wanted to expand, and with a boutique, you don't really get the chance to do that. With Remax, Rockaway is Rockaway Beach, and there are different areas within. There's Bell Harbor and there's Neponset, and so expanding to those areas will in fact take time, as it does with any business. But I think that having the Remax name there is definitely something that people will feel more comfortable with. The company.
Brandon, to add on what Ariana said, I just would like to end it with this, my 2 cents on the whole real estate industry in Rockaway Beach. Again, I said that you do not have to accept the way things are as a realtor, the way the standards that Rockaway Beach has somehow developed. First of all, it should be an open market. We live in a capitalist society. There should be a free trade. So that being said, every broker, every realtor should be able to see every single property on Rockaway Beach. It should be open for everybody, not just, closed listings and just, exclusive listings. That's not the way it should be, because in other words, by having that attitude, by the broker having that attitude, they don't have the best interests of the residents in Rockaway Beach. And if you love Rockaway Beach and you love the residents, you want that the market to explode and gain in value. And that only comes from an open market. To have more realtors with access to the property, more buyers have access, and just be on the MLS. And that's the way it should be. Second of all, I think the whole compensation of the way they go about it with realtors in Rockaway Beach is very, very old. I mean, it's just and I'm speaking to all the realtors out there in Rockaway Beach. If you're frustrated with the compensation plan that you have, trust me, it does not have to be that way. Give Melissa Carrington a call, and you'll be amazed at what we offer in compensation. And it doesn't matter how much experience you have. The days of you giving away so much money to your broker for all your hard work are over. We will be changing that whole philosophy in Rockaway Beach. Just reach out to Melissa Carrington. She'll explain everything to you.
Well, anytime we can talk about stuffing more money in our pockets while dipping our toes in the sand, it's a good day. Sal and Ariana, great to talk about everything Rockaway Beach. Hope to see you guys on again soon.
Thank you.
Thanks.